Hope you're all well and enjoying yourselves and making the most of your once a day exercise and being kind to each other and everything. It's good to be together again, even if we are together in different places. And this week I've been thinking a lot about waiting and about waiting well. Because we're having to do a lot of waiting at the moment, aren't we? We're waiting to find out what's going to happen next, and maybe when things are going to go back to normal, and that's going to probably be a little bit more of a wait, isn't it, from here? Maybe we're having to wait for things like to use the computer at home or the tablet or the bathroom or different things like that, because everything's, as we said last time, everything's a bit different. So there's a lot of waiting going on, and waiting can be a little bit difficult. And actually I wondered if I could introduce you to a friend of mine. Her name is Impatient Irene, and when it comes to waiting well, she's not got it, guys. She's really not very good at waiting. So have a little look at her and have a little look at the things that she's doing while she's waiting. And we're talking about waiting well, which is basically the opposite. So have a little look. So that was Irene, and like I say, waiting, not her thing. Did you see how frustrated she was getting? She was getting so cross and she was getting so bored, and she couldn't focus, could she, on anything apart from the thing that she wanted to happen. It was all she was thinking about. She was not waiting well at all. And you know, a few weeks ago in Generate, which is our group for children in year 5 and 6, hi generators, love you. We were talking about this. We were talking about waiting well, and we were talking about the difference between waiting well and waiting badly. And in my group was Evan, and one of the things that Evan said about waiting well was that it's about enjoying the journey or enjoying the wait. So looking around you while you're having to wait and noticing the good things, because there are good things happening even when we're waiting for something. This week we had the most beautiful sunshine. We loved that sunshine in our house, and I'm sure you did as well. We got to play in the garden. We tried to have a picnic, but then my dog, didn't happen, but we tried. The thought was there, and it was just wonderful. And that's an amazing thing that we've had while we're waiting in this moment. And there will be loads of other things as well that are good in the waiting, but we have to be looking out for them and we have to be noticing them. So one thing about waiting well, a way that we can help ourselves to wait well, is we can trust in God's timing. Because sometimes we think we're waiting for something and we're like, come on God, we're waiting, where is it? But actually, God has better timing than us. And in the Bible, it says this in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8 and 9. It says, do not forget this one thing, dear friends. To the Lord, one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day. The Lord is not slow in doing what he promised, the way some people understand slowness, but God is being patient with you. He does not want anyone to be lost. He wants everyone to change his heart and his life. So sometimes there are times when we think that things are taking ages and we're like, God, why? Why is this taking so long? But actually we need to remember that time isn't the same for us as it is for God. And God knows what he's doing. We can trust him. If we're having to wait longer than we hoped, it's for a reason, and it's for a good reason. And so waiting well means trusting that God's timing is better than our timing. And I want to share one last verse with you as well. And this is a verse that has been speaking to me loads this week. And by that I mean God has been bringing it in my head and showing it to me in all different places. It was in, Susie was looking in her little Bible book this week and it was in there. And then John was playing a song on his guitar and he was singing it. And it's just come to me in loads of different ways. And so I've gone bing, 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 bing. I think God might be trying to say something. And I've caught a message from God through that Bible verse. And I want to share it with you guys. And it's this verse. It's in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. And it says, "But the people who trust the Lord will become strong again. They will be able to rise up as an eagle in the sky. They will run without needing rest. They will walk without becoming tired." And I just think that is an amazing promise for us when we are waiting for something. Because that says that if we trust God, if we trust his timing while we're waiting, then we don't need to worry about how the story ends, because it's going to end with us being strong and us flying on wings like eagles and us running without needing a rest and walking without being tired. And that is an amazing promise for all of us to hold on to. So while we're waiting, when we have to wait, let's wait well. Let's trust God's timing. Let's look out for the good things and enjoy the wait as much as we can, not like impatient Irene. And let's remember that when we wait and when we trust on God, when we trust in God, we will receive the things, the strength that he has promised us. Okay, we're going to sing a little song together now, and I hope you will join in, sing, dance, do the actions if you want to, and let's just praise God together in our different spaces. Bye. Okay, so we're going to do a song called Strength Will Rise. It's got some actions, so Susie and I are going to help you out with those. So the first lot of actions go: strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord as we wait upon the Lord. Then we do that again. Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. Then we say, "Our God, you reign." We put a crown on forever. Our hope, our strong deliverer. And then we do, "You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God." Is that right? You are the everlasting God, yeah. "You do not faint, you don't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles." And then we're going to fly like eagles around. Got it? Got it.
Strength will rise as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon